price of copper has undergone a substantial increase from July 2002 to today. Specifically, THHN2/0 copper wire cost 0.629 per foot in July 2002, whereas today at Home Depot it costs 3.18 per foot. This significant change represents an increase of over 357%. Several factors have contributed to this rise in the price of copper over the past 2 decades. Firstly, increasing demand for copper from developing countries, especially China, has played a crucial role. China has been rapidly industrializing, which has led to a surge in its demand for copper. Secondly, the decline in the supply of copper has also contributed to the price increase. Copper is a finite resource, and the global supply is not keeping pace with the growing demand. This imbalance between supply and demand has driven the price upwards. The increased price of copper has significantly impacted the cost of electrical wiring and other products that utilize copper. This has made it more expensive to construct and maintain homes and businesses. Additionally, it has led to higher prices for electrical appliances and other products that incorporate copper. The surge in copper prices serves as a reminder of the need to be conscious of the finite resources available. We must use copper wisely and find ways to reduce our reliance on this valuable material. To further understand the dynamics of copper pricing, it's important to delve into the specifics of the copper market. The London Metal Exchange, or LME, is a key player, acting as the primary trading venue for copper futures contracts. These contracts allow investors and consumers to hedge against price fluctuations. Supply chain disruptions, geopolitical events, and even weather patterns in major copper-producing regions can all influence prices on the LME. Consider, for example, a strike at a large copper mine in Chile. Such an event would reduce the available supply of copper, potentially driving prices upward. Similarly, increased infrastructure spending in a large economy could boost demand, leading to higher prices. Technological advancements also play a role. The increasing use of electric vehicles, or EVs, for instance, is expected to increase demand for copper due to the extensive wiring required in their batteries and motors. This anticipated increase in demand is already factored into market prices to some extent. Furthermore, the recycling of copper is an important factor. Recycled copper accounts for a significant portion of the total copper supply, helping to offset some of the demand pressures. However, the availability of recycled copper depends on various factors, including the efficiency of recycling processes and the economic incentives for recycling. From an electrical engineering perspective, the increased cost of copper has implications for design and material selection. Engineers may need to consider alternative materials, such as aluminum, for certain applications, weighing the trade-offs between cost, conductivity, and weight. In some cases, it may be possible to reduce the amount of copper used by optimizing circuit designs or using more efficient components. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for the safe and effective use of electrical wiring. When selecting conductors, engineers must consider factors such as ampacity, voltage drop, and environmental conditions. The NEC tables, such as Table 310.15b16, provide information on the allowable ampacities of insulated conductors. These tables are crucial for ensuring that wiring systems are designed to handle the expected current loads without overheating. For example, if a circuit is expected to carry 20 amps, the conductor must be sized appropriately to handle that current. The NEC also specifies requirements for overcurrent protection, such as circuit breakers and fuses. These devices are designed to protect wiring systems from overloads and short circuits, preventing damage to equipment and reducing the risk of fire. The selection of overcurrent protection devices must be coordinated with the conductor ampacity to ensure proper protection. In addition to the NEC, other industry standards, such as those developed by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, provide guidance on the design and testing of electrical systems. These standards cover a wide range of topics, including power quality, grounding, and electromagnetic compatibility, or IMC. Power quality is an important consideration in modern electrical systems. Voltage sags, swells, and harmonics can all negatively impact the performance of sensitive electronic equipment. Engineers may need to implement power quality mitigation techniques, such as installing surge suppressors or harmonic filters to ensure reliable operation. Grounding is another critical aspect of electrical system design. Proper grounding helps to protect personnel from electric shock and to prevent damage to equipment due to ground faults. The NEC specifies requirements for grounding electrode systems and equipment grounding conductors. EMC is concerned with minimizing the electromagnetic interference, or EMI, emitted by electronic devices. EMI can disrupt the operation of other electronic equipment and can even pose a safety hazard. Engineers can reduce EMI by using shielded cables, filtering power supplies, and implementing proper grounding techniques. The increasing complexity of electrical systems requires engineers to have a strong understanding of electromagnetic fields and their effects on electrical equipment. Simulation software can be used to model electromagnetic fields and to predict the performance of electrical systems. This allows engineers to optimize designs and to identify potential problems before they occur. The design of high-voltage power transmission lines is another area where electromagnetic field analysis is critical. The electric and magnetic fields generated by these lines can induce voltages in nearby objects and can pose a potential health risk. Engineers must carefully design transmission lines to minimize these effects. The use of renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, is also changing the landscape of electrical engineering. These sources are often intermittent, which means that their output can vary depending on weather conditions. This variability can pose challenges for grid stability and reliability. Engineers are developing new technologies, such as energy storage systems, to help mitigate these challenges. Energy storage systems can store excess energy generated by renewable sources and release it when needed. This helps to smooth out the variability in renewable energy output and to improve grid stability. Smart grids are another important technology for integrating renewable energy sources into the grid. Smart grids use advanced communication and control technologies to optimize the flow of electricity and to improve grid efficiency. Smart grids can also enable demand response programs, which allow consumers to adjust their electricity usage in response to price signals. This can help to reduce peak demand and to improve grid stability. The increasing use of electronics in automobiles is also creating new opportunities for electrical engineers. Modern automobiles contain a wide range of electronic systems, including engine control units or ECUs, anti-lock braking systems or ABS, and infotainment systems. These systems require sophisticated electrical and electronic designs. The development of autonomous vehicles is another area that is driving innovation in automotive electronics. Autonomous vehicles require a complex array of sensors, including cameras, radar, and lidar, to perceive their surroundings. These sensors generate vast amounts of data that must be processed in real time. This requires powerful computing platforms and advanced algorithms. The use of artificial intelligence, or AI, is also becoming increasingly important in electrical engineering. AI algorithms can be used to optimize the performance of electrical systems, to detect faults, and to predict failures. AI can also be used to develop new control strategies for complex systems. The design of microchips is another area where AI is making a significant impact. AI algorithms can be used to automate the design process, to optimize chip layouts, and to verify chip functionality. This can significantly reduce the time and cost required to develop new microchips. The development of new materials is also playing a crucial role in electrical engineering. New materials with improved electrical conductivity, high breakdown strength, and better thermal properties are enabling the development of more efficient and reliable electrical systems. Nanomaterials, such as carbon nanotubes and graphene, are particularly promising for electrical engineering applications. These materials have exceptional electrical and mechanical properties that could revolutionize the design of electronic devices. The study of electromagnetics is fundamental to electrical engineering. Electromagnetics deals with the interaction between electric and magnetic fields. Understanding electromagnetics is essential for designing antennas, waveguides, and other microwave components. Electromagnetics is also important for understanding the propagation of electromagnetic waves through various media. The design of antennas is a complex task that requires a deep understanding of electromagnetics. Antennas must be designed to efficiently radiate and receive electromagnetic waves at specific frequencies. The performance of an antenna is affected by its shape, size, and material composition. Waveguides are used to guide electromagnetic waves from one point to another. Waveguides are typically made of metal and have a hollow interior. The shape and size of the waveguide determine the frequencies that it can transmit. Microwave components are used in a wide range of applications, including radar systems, satellite communications, and wireless networks. These components must be designed to operate at high frequencies and to handle high power levels. The study of circuit theory is another fundamental area of electrical engineering. Circuit theory deals with the analysis and design of electrical circuits. Understanding circuit theory is essential for designing amplifiers, filters, and other electronic circuits. Circuit analysis techniques, such as Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's laws, are used to determine the voltages and currents in electrical circuits. Ohm's law states that the voltage across a resistor is proportional to the current flowing through it. Kirchhoff's current law, or KCL, states that the sum of the currents entering a node is equal to the sum of the currents leaving the node. Kirchhoff's voltage law, or KVL, states that the sum of the voltages around a closed loop is equal to 0. These laws are used to analyze the behavior of electrical circuits and to predict their performance. The design of amplifiers is a complex task that requires a deep understanding of circuit theory. Amplifiers are used to increase the amplitude of electrical signals. The performance of an amplifier is affected by its gain, bandwidth, and noise figure. Filters are used to selectively pass or block certain frequencies. Filters are used in a wide range of applications, including audio processing, image processing, and communication systems. The design of digital circuits is another important area of electrical engineering. Digital circuits are used to perform logical operations on digital signals. Digital circuits are the building blocks of computers, smartphones, and other digital devices. The design of digital circuits involves the use of logic gates such as AND gates, OR gates, and NOT gates. These gates perform basic logical operations on digital signals. The design of microprocessors is a complex task that requires a deep understanding of digital circuit design. Microprocessors are the brains of computers and other digital devices. They execute instructions and perform calculations. The design of memory chips is another important area of digital circuit design. Memory chips are used to store digital data. There are different types of memory chips, including random access memory, or RAM, and read-only memory, or ROM. The design of communication systems is another important area of electrical engineering. Communication systems are used to transmit information from one point to another. There are different types of communication systems, including wired systems and wireless systems. Wired communication systems use cables to transmit information. Wireless communication systems use radio waves or other electromagnetic waves to transmit information. The design of control systems is another important area of electrical engineering. Control systems are used to regulate the behavior of dynamic systems. Control systems are used in a wide range of applications, including robotics, aerospace, and process control. The design of power systems is another important area of electrical engineering. Power systems are used to generate, transmit, and distribute electrical power. Power systems are a critical infrastructure for modern society. The design of electric machines is another important area of electrical engineering. Electric machines are used to convert electrical energy into mechanical energy and vice versa. Electric machines are used in a wide range of applications, including motors, generators, and transformers. The design of high-voltage equipment is another specialized area of electrical engineering. High-voltage equipment is used to generate, transmit, and distribute electrical power at high voltages. The design of this equipment requires careful consideration of insulation, safety, and reliability. The field of electrical engineering is constantly evolving. New technologies and applications are emerging all the time. Electrical engineers must be lifelong learners to stay up to date with the latest advances.